Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform, our platform, to become your spiritual server. And welcome, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising to part 2 of your July 2018 report. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, even though I know it's a little bit late. So these videos are kind of functioning as a recap to the energy of July and kind of what you're going to be playing with heading into August. And don't mind the tripod shifting, that's my cat messing with it. Leo, you want to come up here, buddy? You want to say hi to everyone? Come on. Come on. No? Yes, my cat's name is Leo, and yes, he actually is a Leo. We adopted him, but apparently he's a Leo, so I'm seriously wondering if, like, the guy or the people that owned him before we did were into astrology. I'm seriously wondering that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were. I will never know, but unless he talks to me, which I'm waiting for patiently. Well, we've had telepathic communication. Anyway, Scorpio, you don't necessarily want to hear me talking about my cat and stuff like that. You want to know about you and what's going on. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have major, intense, transformative energies at play in the universe right now. I say at play because they're happening along the Leo Aquarius axis. So it's definitely, even though it's fixed energy, it is meant to be fun, joyful, expansive, innovative, unique, celebratory, joyous, laughter. Like, these are, all of those are just energies and vibrations that describe what's happening right now. Even though it's an incredible transformation, this full moon lunar eclipse that we're having, which I'm going to be doing probably a live video tomorrow morning for it, but it's meant to be joyous and, like I said, celebratory. You know, celebrate good times, come on. Scorpio, I know that you've been wanting to celebrate good times with Jupiter being in your sign, but hasn't been quite the easiest, has it? Still, and I feel you. I'm a 12th house sun in Scorpio, so I'm just ready, honestly, for Jupiter to hit 24 degrees in Scorpio, because for me, that's where my sun is, and Jupiter literally stopped at 23 degrees, so I was like, oh, like, I literally feel like I'm on the edge of a breakthrough, and Jupiter got there, and I was like, no, wait, we gotta rush here, we gotta go review, and I'm like, fuck. But that's just what's going on with me. But Scorpio, for you, we have miracle. The number is 33. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Scorpio, literally, right now, and I am going to do it too, but I literally want you to write down, you can pause this video if you want to, I want you to write down something that you want, and we're going to manifest this into reality right here, right now, because we got the card Miracle. So I want you to get some pen and paper or something, and you can pause the video if you want to. I'm going to just be writing on video, and I want you to write out something that you really want. It could be multiple things if you want, but I want you to write out something that you really, really want, and this will be a miracle if this comes true. I already have mine in mind, so go ahead, let's write this out. Alright, Scorpio. I just finished writing mine, and this is actually going to manifest because we're all going to do this together. So, and no matter what time you're watching this, no matter when you're watching this, it's going to be super powerful, and you're going to manifest this miracle. So, be specific and visualize. That's what we're going to do right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through this, and then I'm going to close my eyes and visualize and just step into this miracle that's already a reality. It's already a reality. It wouldn't be a reality if you couldn't even think of, conceive of it, and imagine it. It's already real. So let's do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy and grateful that the universe, great cosmic family that unconditionally supports me, has granted me my wish. It is a miracle. It is a miracle that I have created a world of interesting, unique, fun, lovable, and relatable characters that people can be inspired by. These books, movies, and shows have been such a miraculous blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to visualize right now your miracle already have been manifested. I want you to breathe in this reality and then to breathe out gratitude. I want you to breathe in this miracle. Breathe out gratitude. It's already real. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get on to the rest of the reading, shall we? Scorpio. Like I said, this is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio Dominant. If you just happen to be cross-watching and you happen to stumble upon this video, I thank you so much for being here. I really do. Let's get into this reading, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you. Recap of July heading into August. Recap of July heading into August. Recap of July heading into August. Yep. We have the Judgment card. Wow. Interesting. We have the Judgment card. Very good. You're going to be hearing the music. You're going to be dancing to the music. If anything, you dancing to the music actually creates the music, and people are going to be surrounding you. If anything, it's going to be like you can literally walk into a silent room and just start dancing, and suddenly music's just going to be playing somewhere, just based off of you dancing. That's how you're going to be feeling, Scorpio. Alright, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Lovers. Yes! You are evolving, and it's coming through love. You're evolving through love. You're literally going from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. You are, it's an evolution. It really is. Page of Wands is like you've been deeply inspired, Scorpio. And it could be through a relationship. It could be just through the relationship that you have with yourself or with someone else, a romantic partnership, or both, even better. But you are evolving. With the Page of Wands, it's like you have been working on your craft. You have been in the lab. You have been really wanting to manifest something great, something powerful. Jupiter is in your sign, of course, right? So you have been really working at this. But then, of course, you know, we had this full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius, which is squaring your energy. So it can make it seem like it's tough. And it's funny because Mars, which is your traditional ruler, is conjunct this spot, but it's retrograde. So it's like you're having to really examine what kind of actions you take and whether or not this is going to allow you to manifest this miracle, which has already been manifested, by the way. We just did the ritual for it. So what really is happening is that you are going to literally evolve with love. You're going to be feeling so in love with life, yourself, your partner, family, and really the judgment I see is that, like, it's almost like since you're going to be in such a vibration of attracting this miracle and knowing that anything is possible, you know that even though there are going to be challenges, even though there are going to be obstacles, anything is possible. and you know that all things will work out in divine timing. That's like you're trusting that, actually. And that's the interesting thing about Jupiter in your sign. Jupiter is actually expanding your ability to trust. Who would have thought? Scorpio is a sign that's like, they don't just trust everybody. They really don't. They don't just trust anybody. And the people who are really close to them, they really will fight to the bitter end for those people. But if you cross a Scorpio, then they can be just cold and just cut you off. I know this. But what's happening here is that Jupiter is actually kind of softening this. It's actually allowing you to open up and trust more, trust the universe more, and it's not so much that you're going to become gullible. I think what it is that you're actually going to become more powerful, because now it's like you're not going to be as wanting to hold on to grudges, because you know that it's by holding on to these grudges that's going to halt your miracle. It's going to delay your miracle, Scorpio. You're releasing that. So what it actually is that you're releasing judgments. You're realizing that you really don't have a place to judge anyone. And what a great place to be at. The feeling to not have to judge anyone. That's something I've been struggling with. Even though I don't necessarily vocalize things, I judge people a lot inside my head. And I try not to. I really do. And I'm aware of it. It's the weird thing about it. I'm aware of it. But I really thought what's happening here is that you know that you are evolving to a new stage. You're evolving from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. It's literally like the music in Pokemon when you're about to evolve. What? Scorpio's evolving. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Like, that's really what's happening with you, Scorpio. And if anything, what I see this as is that the traditional totems for Scorpio are the scorpion, the eagle, and the dove. And then the phoenix is kind of like an overlying energy of, or representing transformation. So you can almost even see this as some of you guys are going to be evolving from the scorpion to the eagle. Some of you are going to be evolving from the eagle to the dove. And some of you might even evolve back into the scorpion, but it's like, it's going to be in a place where it's like you kind of have to learn, you know, more of the lessons of the scorpion energy. This is if you fall too much into the Mars retrograde and too much into the South Node and really act from a place of vulnerability, which is bound to happen, honestly, to everyone at some degree or some level. But it's whether or not you learn from it, heal from it, and move on. But like I said, what I'm feeling is that the majority of you, I feel are going to be evolving from the scorpion to the eagle. That's what I'm feeling the majority of you will be evolving to. Some of you, like I said, will be evolving from the eagle to the dove. There aren't a lot of dove Scorpios, honestly. And we all have moments of these. We really evolve between these totems all throughout our life. All Scorpios evolve into the dove before they hit 10 years old at some point, but then it falls back off. Like you fall back into the scorpion, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a scorpion. There's nothing wrong with being a scorpion. Not at all. It's a very powerful creature, a very potent creature, and when you learn how to use that stinger to your advantage, you can actually go really, really fucking far. But this is an evolution. It really is. Let's see what else we got going on here, Scorpio. Oh my goodness, cards just popping out. Oh, we have the Sun card. What? Bright lights. Oh, we have the Four of Swords. Something's kind of getting put to rest, and you're kind of having to go inside. The Four of Swords, I'm feeling, is, well, really not listening to outside influences and forces, outside thoughts. Casting away outside thoughts, anxieties, fears, other people's beliefs on what you should be, casting those out, because that's going to halt this miracle as well. But you're shining brightly with the Sun here. You're shining brightly. The Sun is in Leo, which is squaring your energy again. So it's like, it could be tough, but it could be a very beautiful thing if you learn how to integrate these challenges, integrate these, these energies, and learn from what happens when you start to really step into your heart. Leo for you is the 10th house. We do have a solar eclipse coming up soon, in the middle of August too. So, yeah, your career and your legacy is about to take off in a very profound way. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. Wow, so many options are open for you. The world is opening up for you so much. It's kind of interesting how I have this because Judgment's at the top. And then I have these three cards here, the Knight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Page of Wands. Then I have the Sun, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And it's kind of interesting how I have the Page of Wands on the right-hand side and the Knight of Wands on the left-hand side. So it kind of reads like a book, like in most parts of the world, how you read the book from, what is it, I guess, right to left. Or how we read from left to right. Is that right? Did I get that right? How we read from left to right in here in the United States, but a lot of other countries read the other way around. Or I'm not sure. I know that's what you do with manga and stuff like that. Not being a nerd. But anyways, like I said, you're evolving, and it's through love that you're going to evolve. The Sun is here, which is saying that you're going to be shining brightly. There's a focus on expression. And the Seven of Cups is here. It's like, so many options are open to you and available, but are you going to be listening to these outside influences, these outside thoughts that aren't yours? I know that's something I've been dealing with. I know I've been dealing with that. That's interesting. That even, as soon as I was laughing about that, we got the Ten of Wands. So definitely having to drop some type of burdens, drop something that that's kind of been weighing you down, obligations, things that you might be feeling like you've been obligated to, old structures that need to kind of come down. The Ten of Wands could signal to you feeling overworked in some way, shape, or capacity, and you needing to free up space and time for yourself. Realizing that this is like, in order for you to create and foster this miracle and to bring it into your life and hyper manifest it. When I say hyper manifest, I mean like kind of speed up the rate of your manifestation abilities. Is that you really do need to drop. It's like the only way that you're going to bring in more is literally by dropping what you're already carrying. And I literally just did this. I put in my notice at work because I'm really wanting to move into this more full time. Actually start doing readings, actually get videos out in a timely manner, and put out more content and be more of a spiritual server. Not only that, but just commit myself more to my own spiritual practice. But in order to do that, I actually had to drop days at work and stuff. So I was originally just going to put in my notice and just not be there. But I'm kind of weighing things out, realize I do really still of course be making money. Not that I can't make money outside of that, but they actually are willing to work with me, and I'm going to have several more days off now. So where it's like now I've kind of played my hand, and this will be temporary, of course, because I want to eventually, like I said, move into this full time. But literally, I had to drop something. In this case, 2 full days of work in order to create the space to manifest more. So that's what you're going to be doing, Scorpio. The Ten of Wands is asking you to really actually just drop something in your life, some area, so you can actually make room to manifest. And that's not the only thing I need to do. I need to start working out. I want to be straight up blunt and honest with you guys. I got to start working out. But yeah. What else do we got for you, Scorpio? What else do we got for Scorpio? I'm going to ask a simple question of Scorpio. What is your biggest challenge right now that you're feeling? The Emperor, having a clear vision. That is your biggest challenge right now. Is having a clear vision. And how do you overcome this? How do you overcome this, Scorpio? How do you overcome the feeling of not having a clear vision? Because I think what it is that your vision is actually becoming clearer, but you've been so fogged in, so worried, and you've been working well with only being able to see just a few centimeters in front of you. But now that things are starting to clear up, you're kind of at a loss. That's why the Seven of Cups is here, because like, oh crap, I have so many different avenues. I have so many different things I can do. So what do we do about this feeling of not having a clear vision? We charge forward anyways. The Knight of Swords. What you do is that you speak your truth and you move forward. You speak your truth and you move forward. You have 2 knights here. We're going to draw 2 more cards. Actually 3 more cards, because those 2 cards kind of wanted to come out together. We have, interesting, we have 2 5s. We have the 5 of Wands and we have the Five of Pentacles. It's interesting that we have two fives. And then right here, we actually have the Six of Cups. So, kind of similar to Virgo, you're going to be reclaiming a part of yourself. But what I see this as is that this is literally two aspects of yourself that have been feuding, and you actually are going to come in and settle the dispute between these two aspects of you. This isn't necessarily a dispute between you and another person, but this is literally a dispute between you and you. I would actually like to say this is probably between your emotions and your thoughts. That's why you haven't been having this clear vision. That's why it's been halting you, because you've been caught within this war between your thoughts and your emotions, right? Because I think emotionally, you are feeling not as abundant. And this is because, like I said, Jupiter is in your sign. So emotionally, you've been feeling not as abundant. And yet, Neptune's in Pisces, which is training you. And we've had all this Cancer healing water energy. But still, it just felt like you just haven't been able to break through. But it's all a perception. And then you have the Five of Wands, which are your thoughts, which means that you're thinking, oh, what if I do this? Or what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? Or what if this person doesn't approve? Or what if this doesn't happen? And it's like, yeah, oh my gosh, trying to settle all this, right? I think what's happening here with the Six of Cups is that it's actually going to bring about a lightness to the situation. It's almost going to be like, I want you to almost kind of envision yourself as like a higher version of yourself. And you have on one side your emotions, and you have one side your thoughts, and it's like almost view them as like people or cells, whatever, and they're like on a battlefield and they're fighting each other because they're like, no, we need to do this, but we feel this way, but yeah, but that's not logical, but what about this? And I want you to be like, you're just going to be walking through, and you're going to walk through the middle of this battlefield where they're shooting at each other, and what's going to happen is that you're going to walk right into the middle of it. And you're just going to stand there at peace. And eventually what's going to happen is that they're going to stop shooting, because they're going to realize, who the fuck is this person that walked into the middle of a battlefield where there's guns blazing and fucking bombs going off and all kinds of shit? Who the fuck does this person think he is? Then they're going to realize, oh shit, I've been fighting me this entire fucking time. You see how they're having a tea party? Have a tea party with yourself, Scorpio. I want you to sit down and have a tea party with yourself. Why? Because you are a miracle, and you're manifesting a miracle. I think it's interesting how, and I got this deck actually after I did the part 1 of the July reports, but it's interesting how Pisces, the theme of that was like, smile, you are a miracle. And Scorpio, I want to be like, smile, you are a miracle. Like, you are seriously, like, you've manifested a miracle. It's just about you realizing it and not fighting with yourself. I think the moment you stop fighting with yourself, and the thing about this is that, like, Five of Pentacles is like, this is just a perception of not being abundant. And the Five of Wands usually speaks to petty arguments and just petty, like, stuff that doesn't, it matters, but it doesn't really matter. So the Six of Cups is almost like, you're going to be like tempering this with like a youthfulness. And kind of remembering the good, like, I was going to say the good times. Not that there aren't good times now, but remembering the times where every day was a miracle. You remember what it was like waking up on Saturday morning and watching your favorite cartoons, or going outside to play, or going to play sports, or whatever you did on those days that you had off. You know, and I know not everyone had easy days. I know not everyone had the easiest upbringing. But you are still here. You're still breathing. So you are a miracle. But remember those days. And I guarantee you, even if you haven't had the easiest upbringing, you've had some moments and you have memories, you can go back to them, where you just felt awesome. Look at this person. She doesn't care that she's having a tea party with her toys. Are you kidding me? I have a long history of speaking to my toys. Because they're real. You know? So you're bringing the judgment. You're gonna be playing the music, and these different aspects of you that have been split, they're gonna get on board. They're gonna get on game. They're gonna be like, oh man, we have a miracle that's just kind of been on backlog. You know, it's just been kind of like just been sitting there waiting to show up, waiting to be noticed, waiting to be expressed and to stepped into. But the only reason why it hasn't happened is because we've been fighting ourselves. But you're going to evolve this second half of the month, if you haven't already felt it, going into August too, into this beautiful miracle that you already are. That is it for your reading, Scorpio. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below too, theAquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.